Welcome back to this DC Universe Online Let's Play. You're Sambo, and yes, you're not seeing things, it is Blazepurple. That's right, we've dusted the cobwebs off her and brought her out especially for this Update 2 episode of our Let's Play series. If you've been watching previous episodes in the series, you'll know we've been playing on my villain, and of course we've been talking about this update that's been due to hit the servers for a number of days now. Well, it's live and we're in it. That's right, Update 2, I am in you. Which is something that Will Wheaton would say. If you follow his tweets, you'll know what I'm talking about. And of course, right off the bat, if you look behind me there, you'll know that there's definitely something strange. Something is up because there's a great big bright coloured rainbow beaming up from the pavement below us. So we'll definitely go over and check that out. Also like to apologise. I seem to have either picked up a cold or some hay fever or something. So if I'm a bit snivelly, I do apologise. But really wanted to race through this Update 2 episode because there have been a number of changes, and of course we've got some new content that we need to check out as well. So let's perhaps start with some of the more obvious things in this Update 2 patch. Like, for example, if you are looking at the screen, you'll probably notice a couple of things that are different. Number one would be the chat window there, and of course I don't have a mouse so I can't point it out, but if you look down at the bottom left you'll see that the chat window does look slightly different, and we'll go through a couple of the elements of that UI that have changed, because they are, in my opinion, significantly better than the way they used to be. So first off, the whole behaviour of chat is definitely a lot more responsive and a lot smoother. To get focus on it, all you need to do is hit enter, and to defocus it you hit enter again. And by the way, watch the chat window. When I do hit enter it flashes yellow, you can see that there, and now I do get my mouse. So this is a great improvement. Of course the behaviour is much like other MMOs where if you are in a chat entry mode you get a mouse. Now for a start, you'll notice this box here where I'm wiggling my mouse around the top right hand corner of the chat box. That's basically a maximize button, so if I click that you'll see that the entire chat window fills your screen. Just in case you wanted to have big lengthy chats, you can now have access to a nice full screen mode, which is really good. And it's very easy to switch between the various ones here. We've got the default tab, combat and loot, and of course you can add your own. The top two tabs there are your voice chat, so there's a proximity chat. Now that's a new feature as well. What that means is if you've got that enabled, then anyone with a voice chat enabled on their particular system, so for example if they have a headset and mic and they've got in the options voice chat proximity turned on, it means that if they're talking out of their headset you will actually hear them as you get near them, or near their character rather, in the game. So it sort of behaves like real life chatting, and the further away you get from them the quieter they get, so you will hear local people chatting. Now if any of you have played in a game like, say, actually the APB beta, I don't know if anyone here played that one, but it had proximity chat in it as well. And of course you have the option to turn that off because sometimes people are saying things that you don't necessarily want to be hearing. You also have a league tag up there, so that tab is for your league voice chat, which of course is across all zones, so anyone that's in the league channel will also hear your voice. So we can hit that maximize button again to make it smaller. Another cool little feature you've got, which is again copying other games, or the good feature of other games, and that's not a bad thing at all, is if you click on the word say here, this actually dictates what channel you're in. So for example, if I wanted to, I'm in say at the moment, and I can just type away and be in say, and there it is, it comes out in the say channel. However, if I hit enter and then click on shout, that's now going to put me in the shout chat channel. Which of course is pretty much server-wide, or is it server-wide or zone-wide? You know what, I actually don't know, but it's bigger than local anyway. And you'll notice that there's league there, and versus, and arena, but the biggest addition is that there is now a trade channel. That's right folks, just like other games, a global trade channel, except if you're not in the Watchtower it doesn't work. So for example, if I type test here now, I'm again in trade. Let's make sure we go back to the right window. There we go. It actually gives us an error message which says you are not in a region which allows trade chat. So very similar, if those of you watching have played WoW, very similar to that, in that trade chat will only work when you're in a city like Dalaran or Stormwind or Orgrimmar or whatever, and once you're out and about in the world, trade actually doesn't work. You get removed from the trade channel. It's a very similar system here. So that's a good thing, actually, because the Watchtower are busy hubs, and that's where you want to do your trade chatting. So that's about it for the new chat interface, but it's very smooth, very responsive, a lot better, 100 times better than it was before. Very happy about that. If we start going through our actual menus, a lot of these haven't had any major changes to them. They definitely are more responsive though, I will say that, so we're happy about that. I did notice also when I logged in I got a whole bunch of new achievements, so let's hop along here to our achievements, or Feats rather, sorry, tab, and a lot of these that I've actually earned a long time ago have finally popped up. Now they also, because I'm playing this through Steam, they also gave me Steam achievements. So not only did the Feats pop up here in game, but they also popped up for Steam. So I think a lot of these are being applied in a retrospective manner, because for example the everyday hero there, where I've accomplished 25 everyday heroic acts, I did that a long time ago, and the same with the top one there, the Phoenix Initiate, which is to complete all of the Death to Us part story arc side missions. I did that miles ago. Now if you're wondering what on earth is that sound, that's a very good question. I don't know what that sound is. No, it's not my cell phone going off, but it definitely sounds very Irish, and that brings me to I honestly don't know what that is, but look at these pots of gold at the end of rainbows here. I went up to one of them and had a look at them before. Obviously we're talking about Irish stuff, leprechauns, perhaps St. Patrick's Day, I don't know. Why they're in here now, I don't know. I don't know if they're part of a quest, but the thing is that they do work. For example, if we start beating up on this, a leprechaun will appear and coins start popping out. But I don't know what to do with them. But you'll see that these are all over the place. You can see the great big rainbows sprouting up all over the city. Let's give this one a bit of a go. Now, you'll have to forgive me, folks, because I'm also a bit rusty with Blazepurple, as you can imagine. It's been a long time since we played. Look at that, we've got speakers popped out. I'm stunned. We've got a leprechaun. I can target the speakers. I don't know if I'm meant to run. Oops! I don't know if I'm meant to run over these coins.
The gold ATM is now closed for business. Go get a real job.
So I'm going to hop into my inventory, and I don't see anything in here that I picked up that came out of there. So unless it's in currency. No, these are the same for currency pieces that we had last time we logged into Blazepurple. So I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me, I probably should have paused the video then, but I'm probably going to be sneezing a lot because I've got, like I said, some kind of weird hay fever or cold thing going on. I do apologise. Anyway, let's beat up another one of these pots of gold at the end of the rainbow. There goes the leprechaun. Keep your hands off me golden coins. Keep your hands off them, I say. Now, we definitely can't target him. I know that for a fact. Oh gosh, I'm rusty. So rusty.
More golden coins for you.
So maybe it's part of a quest, and because we're not on the quest, that's why it's not giving us anything in return. I'm honestly not sure. Anyhow, so that's definitely a new addition. Let's just make sure I remember my... Oh yes, the good old flame burst ability. Oh, and the Inferno! It's the Disco Inferno! I've missed you so much, Disco Inferno. Hello to you. And of course, that's my damage roll. We've also got my tank roll, or my defense roll, which of course we famously used to defeat Catwoman. So I've got to remember that, and there's some. That's with the fiery weapon and in Blaze. So we may need them because one of the other major... Oh, by the way, another little minor thing. A couple of the icons have changed. For example, the traits area, this fist has changed. But as far as I can tell, nothing in here has changed that much. I didn't have a talent point reset or anything like that. So I'm sure if the abilities and skills and powers had changed beyond a particular point, we would have had a reset. So obviously they haven't. The feats and headlines all look the same to me. I've had a quick flick through before I started filming, and nothing looks any different there. Doesn't appear to be any difference with the map either. If there is, I can't see it, to be honest. And then of course we have the on-duty menu. Now, I think this is the first time I've gone through this. Okay, so there's no new alerts there. Let's have a look if there's any PvP arenas. Okay, nothing new there, but again, it may be because I haven't unlocked them, who knows. But you will notice a change here. Now, if you'll remember when the Catwoman Update 1 patch dropped, of course, Catwoman became an option in the Legends PvP. Now we have Two-Face, or as he's known in the real world as Harvey Dent. Two-Face is now a playable character in PvP Legends. So that brings the amount of legends that are playable right up to 10. So that's a nice addition there. I must admit I haven't tried that yet. I think Kandak might be new, a raid there. I'm not sure once again because I haven't done any raiding in the game. Brainiac Subcon, I'm not sure. One of you guys will be able to let me know if there's any new content there. Into the duos, looks like it's pretty much the same again. And of course there's still only the one vault. I don't know if they're ever going to bring any more vaults into the game. Now whatever this leprechaun and his associated music is, it's not in the events menu, so I honestly can't tell you any more than you already know, which is that there's pots of gold and weird Irish jig music around the place. But you can see there's a whole lot of them, so yeah, maybe it's a quest that we'll pick up somewhere along the line, who knows. Anyhow, the main thrust of this, of course, it wouldn't be an update if there wasn't a major story arc involved, and as we just spoke about before, the Update 1 quest arc was all around Catwoman. This time, have a guess who it's about. That's right, folks, it is about Harvey Dent, in other words, Two-Face. When I logged into the game, so unfortunately I didn't capture that on video, he messaged me and he gave us this. This is a quest called Caging Penguin. And it says Harvey Dent wants... No, hang on, actually, maybe if I select another quest and then choose this one, it might re-trigger his message. Let's see if that's the case. We'll wait a second, because sometimes it takes a couple of seconds to come through. There we are.
This is Harvey Dent. You might know me as Two-Face. That's because every coin has two sides. Want to see which one wins? I've got a mission for you that I hacked into the kiosk in the Watchtower.
Alright, so there you go. Heard what he said. He's got a mission for us that he hacked into the... Let's make sure we don't get run over. Into the kiosk in the Watchtower. So, if we do go to that mission, scroll all the way down, we've got so many undone missions, or rather incomplete missions there. Enter the Watchtower and find Harvey Dent's hacked kiosk. So, that's obviously where we're going to be heading, to the Watchtower, which of course is the superhero central hub, and where most people at level cap seem to hang out. And obviously we've got to find a kiosk there that he's hacked, and he's probably left a message for us. But the thing is, look at the name of the mission, and of course it's called Caging Penguin. So I'm wondering if, and I honestly can't remember from the patch notes, if this is also introducing the Penguin. Now the Penguin is one of my favourite characters from the DC universe. Of course I remember him most from the original Batman show. The short, rotund, squawky little guy with the cigarette holder hanging out of his mouth. I really do hope that this has got something to do with the Penguin, the character, because that will be a whole bunch of fun. So I guess there's only one way to find out, folks, and that is for us to head to the Watchtower, which of course is notoriously known for getting myself and Blazepurple horribly lost. Let's hope that doesn't happen this time. Hopefully there's a nice quest marker showing us the way. There we go. And hopefully it'll be a nice instance mission, or maybe there'll be some outdoor pieces with an instance piece, and hopefully a nice story motion comic at the end of it. Actually, while I'm here, let's just make sure we've got some inventory space. Yes, we've got lots of colas, lots of soda colas, and we're not in need of repair by the looks of things. Alright, seems to me that we're ready to rock and head towards the Watchtower. Better quickly check my mail while I'm here as well. And again, sorry for sounding a bit stuffed up, but that's because I am. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any new mail there. Alright, into the Watchtower we go, and fingers crossed, of course, that it is marked on the map so that I don't get lost, and so that you guys don't laugh at me any more than you ordinarily do. And like I said, it's been quite a while since I've been on Blazepurple, so very rusty with her abilities. So if there is an instance involved, I'm sure that hilarity will ensue. As I come to grip with my abilities once again, at the moment we need to come to grip with the frame rate, which is gone a bit nuts. Wow, look at that. That is a very cool costume there. Omega Healer from the Dark Enforcers. What an awesome headpiece. Good lord, I've never seen that in the game at all. And who's this? This is Draven from Phantom Regiment. If either of you guys are watching, guys or gals, hello. Very nice costumes. Alright. I'm seeing some green markers underneath here, but no. I think what we'll do is we'll follow the quest marker. Let's have a look. Hopefully there is one. Ah, there it is. Alright, so it's over the other side. Can I remember how to get there? It's been a while. Super speed. Is it this way? I think so. The tech deck. Pretty sure I'm going the right way. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, look at that. Couple of quest markers I can see there. And look at that. 2 terminals. I'd say that one of them is a daily quest. Let's have a look. Inside the funhouse, rescue Robin and retrieve the formula for the Joker's new toxin. Yep, so that's obviously a daily quest that I forgot or missed picking up last time we were here. Why isn't that accepting? That's weird. Okay, either we've got a bit of lag going on. Oh no, there it is, just took a bit of time. Alright, so I'd say this is our new content update 2 quest here.
So you want to test your luck? I've uncovered the Penguin smuggling operation in Gotham's old subway tunnels. I say we roust that bird from his roost for the good of Gotham. I can see that you're surprised that I care. Let's just say, sometimes Harvey Dent wins the coin toss.
Well, look at that. You heard it right there, folks. It is the Penguin. I'm very excited about that because, like I said, one of my favorite characters. And of course, any new content is good content in my books. Let's see if we can pick this one up. So obviously, either perhaps they've added new dailies in the update. Let's have a look. Catwoman is after the treasures the University of Gotham has recently unveiled at the museum. Don't pussyfoot around. There's a cat burglary in progress. So find and enter Gotham University warehouse where Catwoman is planning a big score. So that's something else to pick up and do later on. But for now, we want the new content, the new Harvey Dent Two-Face Penguin content, and it looks like we have to enter Gotham's old subway system and defeat Penguin. So of course that means we have to get to Gotham, and let's have a look. What have we got? Old subway system. I don't know what area that would be in, to be honest. So for now, let's find a... where are we? Diamond District, Gotham City. Maybe we just want to find a portal to any Gotham police station. Maybe we'll take this one down the bottom here. So of course, as you know, we click on it on the main map, and that will now show up as a marker around the outside of our mini-map. Very handy for those of us that tend to get lost, i.e. me. And here we are in the aquacultural area. Oh, I remember this. This is where we respec and we can get new hairstyles, etc. And look at this, there's quite a few players, more so than you tend to see out in the world, so it's good to see, good to see. Anyone want to team up and do the daily real quick, says one of the players over the Shout channel. Oh gosh, this wing looks awesome, doesn't it? Sometimes the zones in here just look so amazing. Alright, we are trying to get ourselves to a teleporter. And I'd imagine that look at that, I've gone the wrong way. It wouldn't be a Sambo Let's Play, of course, if I found it the first time, would it? No, it wouldn't. So I'd say we're down a level. Perhaps through here in the reactor room, maybe? Oh, there's definitely something here. Enter Gotham. Whoops, wrong button. Super speed into the window. Alright, so that definitely looks like an exit. That's good. And look at that, we've actually got another couple of quests. Cyborg has got
Brainiac's
something
forces
for us.
are massing on the south side of Gotham. We're looking for a group to get some recon. You up for it?
What's that? Cyborg has asked that you help fight off the Brainiac invasion forces in lower Gotham. Yeah, we'll do that, but not right now, thanks Cyborg. We want to go to Gotham in order to do the Two-Face Harvey Dent Penguin stuff, so off we go. All Along the Watchtower, great track by Jimi Hendrix. Hopefully some of you picked that up when I named one of my previous Let's Play episodes after that song. Actually, I might take this opportunity to go and blow my snoz, because I'm dripping all over the place, not that you want to know that. Oh, gosh, where do we end up? That's interesting. Okay, I've got a funny feeling this is a new teleporter, because we're not at a police station. Interesting. Look at that, it's actually marked as a Watchtower teleporter. Okay, unless I've been sleeping under a rock for the entire time I've been playing all 86 episodes of DC Universe Online, I'm pretty sure that there weren't any Watchtower teleporters dotted around the world. If that's new, that is a really cool feature, because as you can see on the map, it's kind of in between stations. It's in areas that are traditionally hard to get to, or a long way away from the station. So, wow, I'm really happy about that. That's very nice. Anyhow, we are off towards our quest zone. Let's have a look on the map as to how far away it is. Not too far. We have super speed, and of course we're passing through the buildings that have been bottled by Brainiac. I'm sure I've explained bottling enough times I don't have to do it again. Oh gosh, you know, if anyone out there has a cure for either bad hay fever or the sniffles in a cold, you know, you're welcome to send it my way. It's no fun, I tell you, when your nose is dripping like a tap, and I'm sure you want to know that, and I certainly hope you're not eating dinner while I'm telling you this. But, oh gosh, it's annoying. Anyway, enough of my woes. You know how it is when you're a guy. Whenever you're a little bit sick, it seems like the end of the world. Yes, that's right, that's me. Alright, so I'm getting some weird, not lag, but I'm getting, I guess, oh, I've forgotten what it's called now, not leapfrogging, I guess it is kind of, but you know, in MMOs where you run forward a bit and then every sort of 10 seconds or so you get shunted back a few feet. That's definitely happening. So maybe we've got a little bit of lag going on, maybe. Anyhow, enter old Gotham's ruined subway system. This sounds like it's definitely new. And are we in the right place? Yeah, look at that. That's the old subway. That's very cool. I don't remember this being here before. More great work from the dev team. Lots of hard work. It's good to see that they're still going. Especially, and by the way, we'll just pop over here and see what this is. What this great big bright glowy thing is, just in case it's a quest. It'll probably be just a race, knowing my luck. Oh, it is a race. Whoopsie, sorry about that, but I thought it might have been a quest, in which case we would have picked it up. But yes, in light of all of the redundancies, 250 redundancies, so sad, so unfortunate at the SOE studios recently, how they had to do some restructuring and close down quite a few of their studios. We do, of course, as always, hope that those devs that got affected have managed to find work or are in the process of finding work successfully. All the very best to you. And that aside, though, of course, it's great to see that there's still content being added to the game. So what we'll do is we'll enter here in a second. I'm going to go and wipe my nose. Sorry, it's disgusting. And before we do that, and I shall be right back. And we're back. Alright, let's hit up this old subway here in Gotham. In we go, and obviously somebody behind me there. There's going to be quite a few people playing in this, I'd imagine. Wow, so we fell down, you can see there, fell down through the sewer into this new subway area. Looking very cool. Alright, so it looks like we have to... Whoa.
Penguin keeps it friggin' cold down here. You better hope Penguin doesn't hear you complaining. Think he'd turn up the heat if I asked? Your funeral.
Wow, that was cool. So they're wearing their penguin suits, the old tuxedo. Wow, look at that. That is a very cool looking instance, if I may say so. That is really well done. The old subway, let's hover over here a little bit. You've got old subway cars, you've got penguins mobs, penguins henchmen roaming around the subway corridors. You've got litter. It's very nicely done, very impressive. It's just, I know you guys get annoyed at me for just double checking the sound, but just want to make sure we're all set. There we go, and whoops, yeah. Just turn down the music just a tad. Alright, let's collect this puppy.
Joker, this is Two-Face. Didn't you start this little gang war? Well, Penguin's taking all the credit. When I take over his operation, I'll be sure to mention you don't approve. So no need to attend this latest party. I'll catch you on the flip side.
There you have it, and I must say it's good to be back on Blazepurple. Look at her in her purple splendor. Hello. Old friend, it's been a long time. Now, please be good to me because I'm rusty controlling you. So this could be fun. Alright, here we go. I'm pretty sure we had a leap. Yes, we do. We have our knockback. Elite attack. Oops, where did I go? It's first person view if I ever saw it. Alright, I'm not playing very well at all. But we still managed to make it through there. Alright, these guys are definitely not super easy, and you can see my health there. I'm taking a bit of a beating. Oh, and I hit my soda. Look at that. This is actually something that I noticed in the patch notes that they said wouldn't happen. You'll see that my soda is on cooldown there, but I still got knocked out. They said that they'd put some timing in so that didn't happen. So in other words, if it didn't heal you, you didn't get the item put on cooldown, but it did happen. Come on guys, if you're going to put something in the patch notes, please make sure that it actually does make it through to the game. That's not fair. Tammy two guns, eh? Right, just remembering my abilities, of course, the old laser beams. Now she's fallen down there. Oh, that's annoying, she's reset. Ah. Right, now that has aggroed all of them. Almost forgot about my laser beam eyes. How could I forget about those? Good lord. One thing I will notice, of course, is having been on our wonderful bow-wielding villain, or villainess rather, is the speed of combat, which is not the same, of course, because the bow ability is very fast. As you know, I relate it to a rogue character. Good old Blazepurple, while she's a lot more powerful, obviously, her combat is a lot slower. So it's just taking me a little bit of time to get used to. Whoa! Now, one thing I know already, and hopefully let's hit shift so we avoid his super attack. Oh, good lord. Okay, I was just about to say, what I need to do is switch to our defense role, because of course I'm in DPS or damage role. And these guys are quite rough, and yes, I know I'm not the best player in the world, but we need to go back to those abilities. And what, cannot change role in combat? I'm not in combat. There we go. Go back to my setup that we used to defeat Catwoman, because obviously that suited my particular playstyle a lot better. Make sure we have our fiery weapon. make sure we're on fire. And then of course use the big AoE to set everybody on fire. Applying my buffs, or rather reapplying my buffs, knocking everyone back. And they've all got a dot on them, and you can see I'm taking a lot less damage, and I've got a lot of mobs beating on me. And we'll get the old flaming meteor down. We'll pick that up. Whoops, no, yep, there we go. So yes, my health is very low, but of course I've just survived an onslaught of about 3 times the amount of attackers that I had before when I died, so... There we go. Gotham
This
Freight
is the
Yard.
entry to the Penguin smuggling operations underground. There's more than one way to the inner chambers. Tell you what, let's flip a coin. Tails, take the right passage. I'll catch up.
Well, look at that. That's very interesting, isn't it? So obviously, each time you come in here, there's going to be a different way to go. I like that. That's a neat little mechanic, must say. Alright. Need to pick up the old collectible, of course.
Dent.
Investigation.
Case number Z4121K. Question. Is it the right of man to be free from himself? Free from the constraints of human behavior? The criminal Clayface certainly thinks so. He's shed all of his humanity.
So yeah, that's a really neat mechanic, because obviously the next time we come in here we may get a different flip of the coin, which of course means we'd go in a different direction, keeping things fresh and interesting. Now I'm slowly getting back into the habit of fighting with Blazepurple. We'll just pop my trinket there, by the way. And I'm remembering how much fun it is to fight on her. I do love my little character here. I am definitely missed you. Not to say, of course, that Seraphis is not a fun character, but we've definitely missed Blazepurple, that's for sure. Alright, putting our fiery weapon on, igniting our burning buff. We've run out of power there. Might take a drink just to re-energize ourselves there. Hit the old knockback, and once again look at my health bar. You see that I'm taking a whole lot less damage in this defensive role. And of course, yes, I am dealing a whole lot less damage at the same time, but we have our survivability up, and there's my heal knockback. I love that ability. Not only does it push everybody back, but it gives us a nice substantial heal. Let's get the old fiery beam of death going, and that finished them off nicely. What do we got here? We've got to find Penguin. Well, this is exciting. Whoa! Right, that's one way to deal with the enemies. Get run over by a train. Okay, so I activated that. Oh, excellent.
Don't say a word. Let me do the talking. There's a gang war raging in this city, and right now the Penguin is winning. But I'll tell you a secret. His operation will be mine. And if you're tempted to cross me, remember, dead men tell no tales.
Thank you for that, Hush. Now, as you guys all know, I'm no expert on the less popular characters in the DC universe, if that makes sense. So perhaps some of you guys can explain to me in the comments below exactly who Hush is and how he fits into things.
This is Commissioner Gordon to GCPD in Gotham. Harvey Dent, now known to you as Two-Face, has called in a location for the Penguin's alleged smuggling activities. We need to know if this is for real, or just another flip of his mentally challenged mind.
Case number 1464B-1. The Penguin is cashing in on the Gotham gang war. He's making a tidy profit supplying arms. He's about to learn that two can play at that game.
Okay, this is rough. As you can see there, I've hardly taken any damage off Hush. Wow. This is bad. Okay, maybe there's something that I need to do. Give ourselves a nice health boost there. For a start, I'm going to try and keep at range. Except I leapt into him. That wasn't smart. Do a bit of a knockback.
Like the enemy, you might win.
Gosh. How am I going to get through this? Look at him. He's hardly got any health taken off him. And I'm getting an absolute pummeling. Right, let's run away because I'm clearly going to have to keep my distance. I need one of those barrels. Healing barrel. Wow, did you see how much health poured off me then? He is really, really digging into me.
You might win.
We've only got him down to about 75%. Let's get ourselves over near another barrel just in case. Alright, we'll start with our long range laser. Make sure, of course, we put the dot on him. We've got a bit of a healing barrel going on there. Top us up. Getting him down to nearly 50%. He's absolutely taking a heck of a beating though. How many hit points does he have? Lord only knows. Ah! Something's happened. Come on. Where am I? I'm stuck. No! I can't move. Oh, that was awful. Awful, awful, awful. Please, another little lesson there for anyone designing the game. Please make it so that there's no areas you can get stuck in the scenery, especially near a boss fight. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, getting close to, he must be on about 33% health now. Let's pop our trinket, which adds to our defense, I believe. Make sure we've got the emblaze running, we've got our fiery weapon running, and we'll do the big knockback. Let's throw the meteorite in there as well, which will come down and crush him, hopefully. Come on. There we go, let's pick it up. And before he gets a chance to stun us, can we throw it at him only just? Run, 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 run! And I don't want to be flying either. Oh, he knocked it out of our hands then, actually. That was interesting. Oh, and it disappeared. Never mind. Alright, make sure we've got fiery weapon and emblaze going again. Give him another meteorite. We'll give ourselves some power and some health. Let's pick that up. Come on, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Throw it at him. I have no idea why it went in the opposite direction to him, because we've got him target locked, so that was very interesting. Now I'm going to need my number 5 ability, my health, to come online very quickly, because we are going to run out of health before he does if it doesn't come online. And my soda is still on cooldown, so that's not going to help us. And there we have it. Let's get close to him so we can utilize the knockback as well. He keeps pushing me back. Alright, we've got him down to about 10%. Edge of our seat stuff. Come on, come on, we nearly got him. How about a meteor on your head? Is that going to finish you off? No.
Hush is
wow.
working for the
Whew.
penguin? Then the penguin should watch his back. Hush doesn't work for anybody without an ulterior motive. Now keep going. The penguin's lair is deeper within these tunnels.
Wow, that was a rough fight, folks, but we did make it. Miracles never cease to happen. Well, it looks like perhaps we need to go up. No? This is interesting. Oh, there we are. It was halfway up. Yikes! Is that what I think it is? Is that an automated robot penguin? It is! Look at that. How cool is that? It's a ping bot. Ah, this is great. I'm so pleased, as I said before, that the penguin is the main story arc villain for this particular update. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Now let's have a quick look at the map to see if we can tell how big this instance is. I'd say that that's where we came in, so we're probably getting near the end-ish. Find the penguin, eh? How do we get out of here? Oh. Uh-oh, Pingbot Maximus. Don't tell me it's another boss. We've already been through Hush. Are they going to throw another boss rather, well it is a bot, at us? How do we get in there? Is there a lever we can use to open this door? No? How do we get in? Let us in! I'm sure that that door should have opened automatically. Maybe we need to go back and trigger it or something? Oh, don't tell me it's bugged, please. Or have we missed something? Keep going. The lair is deeper in the tunnel. I'm pretty sure there's no other way we could have been. No, it looks like we've come the only way that is possible. Because there's the exit to Gotham. And we've come around there. And we're heading up here. So, oh no. Alright, what I might do is have a fiddle around and pause the video for the second time. And we'll be right back once we figure out what's going on, I guess. Alright, see you shortly. And we're back, folks, and I went back around the corner and noticed that there was a Two-Face henchman here. That's where we were down the end of that tunnel before. And maybe this guy's got something to do with it. Let's see.
Feeling lucky, punk? Let's flip the coin. And luck is on our side. Let's take the penguin down.
Alright, so obviously there was another random event there. I'm not sure what would have happened if we'd lost the coin toss. Perhaps some enemies would have spawned in, but they've got a couple of henchmen now with their fine looking duds. Alright, so yeah, this is all new. Obviously that was a bit of a script trigger there that I missed. Hopefully the door will be open. And yes, it looks like it is. Thank goodness. I think we've got another boss coming up. Goodness me. And yes, it is. It's Pingbot Maximus. Whoa, dealing heaps of damage. Let's get out of his way. And he's got laser eyes. He's got melee and ranged abilities. He's going to chew through us like there's no tomorrow. That I can tell. Alright, so I think we need to clear away these little guys because they're just going to annoy us. Thank goodness I'm in defense mode, still taking a hell of a beating. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Whoa, get away from him. Can't fly, I'm grounded. Get some heals on. And now let's see if we can take him on from afar. Wow, you know what, this is just like the Hush fight. He has a whole pant load of health. Move, 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 move! Oh, and another, no, no, no. Not more ping bots. Right, let's lock onto one of them. with the caps lock, and we'll concentrate our fire on him. I need a heal. Grounded. Pounding, I was pounding, absolutely pounding my 3 button there, which is the knockback ability, and nothing was happening. Pretty sure I wasn't stunned, maybe I was, I don't know. You guys will be able to tell on the video, no doubt. I need more health, so we'll pop that barrel. Getting healed nicely there. Alright, pounding my ability buttons again. Nothing happening, come on. Oh, terrible. Pick that up, throw it at him. Not that it probably does anything to him. Oh, and more little ping bots have spawned. Move, 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 move. Right, I'm on the hunt for any more healing barrels. Can't find any at the moment. It looks like we've used them all up. And these are definitely rough customers because, of course, if I'm up close, they use their melee abilities. Go! They use their melee abilities, and if I'm far away, they use their lasers. Kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. And look at this, I've only got about 25% of his health off him. Let's lock on that guy. I'm going to pop my trinket, give us a bit more defense. I've got no sodas, and I was just going to say, yep, that's probably curtains for us. And you know what, it's possibly a good opportunity to finish off this episode, because I'm pretty sure I've gone way over time. It's been a very long episode. I do know that it's a special in terms of the update content for our new patch. And let's have a look at the map actually, make sure I'm going the right way for a start. Alright, I want to go south. But perhaps we'll finish this episode here and begin a new one as we take on Pinguis Maximus, or whatever his name is. Because I'd say that that's going to be a very long, very tough fight. And whoops, yep, he's in there. Yikes! So this is probably a good place to leave off. So there we go, folks. We've gone through most of the UI changes. You know full well that the new content is centered around Two-Face and the Penguin. Very excited about that. We've already been through one tough boss in the Hush. And now we're on Pinguis Maximus, who looks all set to kick our ass from here to hell and back. So wish us luck for the next episode. In the meantime, it's me, Sambonz, and good old Blazepurple making a return from the closet, saying, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, and bye-bye.